The whole investment is going to be changed. Previously, a lot of the successful VC firms from the early stage like Sequoia. I'm also invested in some VC firms like Insignia, East Venture, in China, in US. I personally invest some VC firms as well as tech companies. The change for VC firm, personally, I think VC industry is going to die. The hit rate for VC, why VC invest in 10 projects, how many projects is going to be successful? The hit rate recently increased a lot, something like 40%, 60%. But like the ROI, the return, the money they get back is not as that good. It's just maybe like less than 30% or something like that. So in this AI era, recently, I saw some friends doing the coding, doing all these things. It's like changing a lot. So how we can grade this? Number one, I call some like API or like SDK, voice recognition, and then later can call some like a ChatGPT. We may use AI as a copilot for coding. I have two exact examples. My friend who is AI PhD in Johns Hopkins, he did like a experiment. He spent 2 days without writing a single line of code, debugging a single line of code. In 2 days, he actually developed a product similar to Lock, like Slack. 2 days, not writing a single line of code. So he actually developed a product like Slack. So that's one. Then another one example is Vanessa. She's majoring in liberal arts. So she knows nothing about coding, knows nothing about writing like a HTML or like a JavaScript or something like that. 2 weeks later, she developed like a website. A lot of people say this is vibe coding. And the next step is how we can use AI, not only do coding, but also do marketing, running the whole organization. So in the future, if you are mastering AI, doing a lot of things, then you will be much more competent compared with the others. So what I'm looking for is some AI native person. So what is the definition for AI native? Whenever you come to a problem, are you thinking of using AI or you try to talk to some people? So if you're thinking of how I can use AI, how I can conquer the difficulty, then use AI to solve the issue, then you are AI native. I talk to a lot of executives in large enterprise, in banks, telcos. We introduce and give the accounts, pay the bills for ChatGPT coding tools or AI tools. So that's the first one. Then the second one is we will try to measure their productivity increasement. The next step, try to see within each organization which task can be completed by AI, which cannot. So whenever there's a task coming to me, I'm always thinking, okay, which part I cannot automate by AI? In the future, every task could be like this. Then after this, we can say, okay, the current working process, current organization design is going to be changed in the future. So in the future, we will think, okay, which part of the work will disappear? For example, HR, legal. So organization is also going to be very, very different. In Silicon Valley, there's a lot of investors already talk about a one-person unicorn. You will see a lot more one-person unicorn coming out. Right now, a lot of startups in Silicon Valley being acquired mostly for some key teams instead of for the whole company. That's what I want to share with you. The investment industry has changed to be a very AI-driven. The second part is more related to everyone here, how we can adopt AI, how AI can help my own productivity. And the third part is try to embrace the change so that in the organization, you could be the one to drive the AI transformation instead of you are the one being driven for the AI transformation.